the day off yesterday. How did you reflect on that first preseason game as you head into today?
We liked lots about it after going through the video. We've changed a few things. So we were able to see us execute pretty well in some of those areas. Able to build on that in practice today, uses some of that video to show the players who didn't play. So yeah, all in all, it was a good trip for us. Despite we don't like to lose in overtime, but we accomplished what we needed to get done.
A lot of the younger guys the other night, tonight, more of kind of an NHL heavy lineup. What do you expect from those guys after being able to see the last couple of days of camp with that group still skating here?
Well, here's sometimes the trick in preseason. The younger players get out there, they're excited, they get out there and they go to work. And you're always on guard a little bit about your veteran players who tend to ease into preseason a little more than younger players. So we had such a great work ethic in Utah. What we want to see is our players get out there and work, and then again now execute some of the new parts of the system. We can do that, but you got to work within it.
Speaking of those younger players, Turk, how did you feel he looked the other night, and how do you want to see him build on what he showed there on Monday?
He doesn't have to do anything different. He played a really good game, and he won faceoffs. He played center. He had played mostly wing in camp. I won faceoffs. He made some real good plays underneath the goal line to his teammates, and then of course scored the big goal in 5-on-3. So he played the game exactly like he has to play. Doesn't have to do anything different than that. So what he has to do is do it again. And that's hard enough.
Is it fair to say? I know he said the other day that coaches like you don't like to be tied down with stuff. But is it fair to say that he could be gearing for that 4C role? Or are you trying to gear him toward that?
No, I don't know that. I wouldn't say that's fair to say because it's always moving. I think if you ask Turk, he would say that would be good, but hey, I'd like to play maybe somewhere else, higher up the lineup. So we don't want to put a ceiling on him, and we don't want to make that position one that's just competitive amongst a lot of players. There's other players that are in the same mix, and he just has to do what he did last game. That was a really strong game, and just build on it.
Obviously, through camp so far, we'd seen Laferriere skate with Kempe and Kopitar today, maybe expecting to see him play a little bit with Turk. What do you think about the way that those two guys might line up to throw them out there tonight?
Yeah, we just think it'll be an interesting line. Kempe and Kopitar won't play as much as some of the other guys, and so Laff, although he's playing with them, he's got to get out there and play. He's just a young player, so I wouldn't read too much into what that looks like as a potential line outside of they should be a good line to complement each other. Andre Lee had a really strong game in Utah, and so those guys should be a young, hungry line. We should get a real good game from them. I'm really interested to see that line today.
I'm curious, when you have a situation like that where maybe Juice and Kopi don't play every game in the preseason, but you want Laff to get in, is it easy to just put him out there with somebody who might match his skill set, or is it hard to kind of mix and match since he is not out there with his two typical line mates?
Well, there's a couple things. So Juice and Kopi have played together for a long time. They read off each other very well. Sometimes you can feel like you don't touch the puck as much when you're with those guys. You're doing some of the dirty work, which everybody's got to do that on the line. So I think this is an opportunity for him to go and maybe establish himself a little bit more as the guy that's going to carry the puck, as the guy that might be more dangerous in the offensive zone. So it's a good challenge for Laff too, that way. We're looking forward to him asserting himself. Haven't seen him do enough of that so far in camp.
Yeah. Is there money on the board on who asked about the 1-3-1 or the 1-2-2?
Oh, it's over. It's over. Eric won.
Okay. Yeah, good. Congrats. Yeah.
I did hear. Elliot and Kyle, they're coming in second, so they're out of the pool. We got Eric. Who's going to be the first one to ask the 1-3-1? Eric got the money, got the cash. So you guys are out. You don't even have to bother asking.
Yeah, clear the decks.
Yeah. Jim, is there chemistry that you see between Thomas, Akil, and Turcotte because they played so much together?
I think they're just really comfortable. So chemistry works in different ways. You complement each other's styles of play. And then there's also just the comfort level knowing that you can play a relaxed game. You don't have to try and get a guy in the puck or feel intimidated by sometimes playing with a player who's played a lot in the league or scored a lot. So I think there's just a level of comfort, and then of course some chemistry as well.
Is an interchangeable center. Akil was kind of saying like it doesn't like center wing. They just both feed off each other.
Right. They did it in the American League. They played on the same line and they bounced back and forth between center wing, and so yeah, we're sorting that out, but we don't really see one as the center and one as the winger. They're just working through it.
For the purposes of the 1-2-2, does it matter who's playing which position for this applying that?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think it matters. I think if 1-3-1 was probably a little bit more structured. 1-2-2, things happen a little bit quicker, and so it's if you're this guy, you're going. I would say that. So the position doesn't matter quite as much.
And then a quick house cleaning one with Artie. It's been reported that it's indefinite.
Yeah.
In terms of is there any more concrete thing in terms of how long he could be out with that clavicle?
No, we don't. We don't know that at all. I did talk to him last night. He was still in good spirits, so that was good to hear. He's going to deal with it, and most importantly, he was going to. It's the first time he's had a significant injury, so he was in good spirits. He's going to have to get through it, and then he'll have to get back to work. But for now, you just got to do a little resting.
No surgery needed, or surgery or anything, or nothing needed in that.
Sorry?
Does it need to be repaired surgically, or?
Oh, that part I don't know yet, and that's. But I know it's going to be some time.